end run at the end of the first half. Did you feel like coming into the second, like that halftime kind of really took away a lot of the momentum you guys had riding into it?
Not really. We should still came out with the same kind of effort, same kind of enthusiasm. But it's a pretty good team that we played. We just didn't have the full 40 minutes effort the whole game.
Was there a particular moment where you saw that maybe the effort slipped away from you for a moment, or the execution slipped away from you for a moment?
No. I know we didn't execute when we needed to, but that wasn't the reason why we lost. It's because we didn't play hard for 40 minutes. Until we start playing hard for 40 minutes, that's when we're gonna start winning.
You got 21 points just coming off the bench tonight. Lucky, did being in that kind of a position, did it kind of light a fire, or maybe spark that kind of a performance at all?
No. Obviously, I've been shooting pretty bad, but my team stayed confident in me, and my coach stayed confident in me, and I know I'm a good player. So games like this, they come and go, but at the same time, 21 points and no 21 points, we still lost. And I think I could have did some more things to help my team out, but through it all, got a pretty young team. And the only thing we can really talk about is really effort.
Are you surprised that the 40-minute effort thing isn't there?
No. We only have 2 seniors. Walker playing since he was a freshman. Kayvon, this is his first time being on a major program as a starting point guard. He got a lot of responsibility, and we got a lot of new guys in transfer. So I don't think where he came from or how they was raised, how they was taught that effort was installed in them. And here at Robert Morris, we play hard for 40 minutes. And until we start doing that, that's when we're gonna start winning.
Well, and with so many new guys on the team this year, where do you guys think, I guess for all 4 of you here, I guess where do you think that relative level of inexperience is kind of the most apparent?
Just coming in every day, knowing how hard it is to win a game. It's extremely hard, no matter how many points we put up, no matter how many highlight reels we have. Us being young should be more reason for us to come in and play much harder. We got a lot of young guys, so that way we got a lot of energy. You should have a lot of energy at 18, 19 years old, and you should just want to play and want to win and want to play hard.
On the last 2 home games, you guys have played against either established teams that returned a lot of people, or in Youngstown you played a team that's pretty much figured out their 7-man rotation or so the last 5 games. You guys are obviously figuring out new lineups. How hard is that for you to coordinate the offense when you don't know who you'll be on the floor maybe at the end of games, playing against a team that does?
It's very hard. But like I will always say, that comes with practice. And I think Coach Toole does a great job of, in different situations, he's tried to put, maybe one time Lucky is not on my team, one time like Rodney is on my team, just to get a feel for all the guys. And I think that's part of my job also, to make sure whoever's on the court is to know where to get them in the right spot and things like that.
Is there anything that stands out in terms of improvement as the young season's been going along now? You're talking a lot about the youth and needing to play together. Is there anything that would stand out as far as something you've improved upon so far?
I know that we're a special group. We got a whole lot of talent from point guard to center, and I don't believe we had that in many years at Robert Morris. And I believe once we all come together and everybody know what we're supposed to do on the court and individually and collectively, I believe that we're going to start, springing some wins together. But at the end of the day, we just got to come and practice. And when we step on the court to play somebody else other than Robert Morris, we just play hard. When we was playing hard, that's when we was winning and we was, staying close with them.
Was it a big deal to you to make the 3?
Not really, because I've been trying to shy away from shooting, trying to get more in the post.
I think it's easy.
What makes your big guys so difficult to do?
Be skilled. When you got somebody that can shoot a 15-footer, pass without looking, and you know, get offensive rebounds and be 6'10" like that. You know, he's a gifted player. But that wasn't, him scoring 24 points. I think that's the highest he ever scored in his college career. So, you know, games like that happen.
This could go to anybody. Just how discouraging is it at the end of the games when you are having good defensive possessions? And I think Marcus Keene hit, you know, some really deep threes with hands in the face. Just, you know, what does that do mentally to the team?
I mean, I think that hurts a lot, but to prevent all that, I think the shots that we was giving him earlier, like he ain't putting no hand up, and he was like free, just letting him go. So when you give a guy like that, a great shooter, confidence early, and him hitting shots, why not take that? He was feeling it, and I told Dave on the horns, I said he's gonna come off and look to shoot, because he haven't shot like in 2 possessions, and he was like, give me the ball. And he was like, I'm gonna shoot it. I was telling him, but we can't give guys like that no space. I mean, it was a great contest, but I mean, if you hitting it early, I'm shooting him again.
Elijah, did you feel like this was your best game that you played?
I feel like I did play a better all-around game this game. You know, in previous games, I was either in foul trouble or mental breakdowns on defense. I mean, I had a few today, but they were minor. But nonetheless, that most of my defensive breakdowns cost points against us. So, you know, that's why I didn't play so much in the second half. But I mean, overall, I think I played an okay game, and okay games aren't good enough. You have to be able to play a great game, and that's why I was recruited here. So.
Defensively, do you feel more comfortable playing the center or on the wing of the 2-3?
I feel more comfortable playing on the wing, but wherever coach wants me, that's where I'll play. You know, I really don't have a say-so too much into where I play, so whatever he says pretty much goes.
Any questions you got?
Clearly, defensively, we didn't get the job done tonight. We didn't come out with the proper amount of energy, and didn't compete the way you need to compete to win a Division I game. So you lose.
You had a lot of trouble stopping the ball going in the paint. Well, eventually you kind of stopped that. It hurt you late, I think.
Yeah, Keene did. Yeah, I mean, he's 6'10". The ball's going to get in there at times. We would have been fine with some of the baskets that he got. They were defended well. The problem was just we had no energy, no activity, no real desire, and I don't know. I'm begging them to tell me how to touch upon whatever nerve you need to touch upon to be able to play the way you're supposed to play. And you know, we did a better job in the second half on Hayne, I guess. He's 24-14, as opposed to the 12-7 I guess he had in the first half, right? But you know, he hurt us as a passer. You know, he got the ball in the high post and he would kick it out quickly. Our guards were too slow to react. I mean, it just one thing after another that we did not do on the defensive end of the floor that we talk about. We talk about it every day.
With such an inexperienced group of guys on this team here, with really only a couple of them like having at least 3 years of D1 experience, I mean, with some of the things you're mentioning here, like defense and intensity and desire, just things like that, with such an inexperienced group, are those some of the most difficult things as a coach to really teach them and really kind of get them to do?
Not if you want to win. So it's we're not using youth as any type of excuse for why we haven't been successful. They know what we're supposed to do. We know what we're supposed to do. We know how you're supposed to do it, then you have to do it. A lot of young guys are getting great opportunity to be on the floor, and they have to perform better than they are. It's not the first time they played basketball.
Lucky Jones has certainly gotten it going a little bit the past 2 games. Do you think him coming off the bench, even entering just off the first media timeout, being able to assess the game a little bit, is helping him?
Not sure. I thought he was actually, his first 2 stints in the game, I thought he was really subpar in terms of his effort. Just standing there and watching. And so he got it going where he made some shots, made a great play at the end of the half, made some good hustle plays, but can't do it for 22 of the 29 minutes you play.
Lack of effort mystifies you. Why?
Can't relate to it. Don't have any idea how. Lack of effort, lack of passion, lack of toughness, lack of knowing where you're supposed to be on the floor. I don't know how you consider yourself to be a Division I college basketball player who's worth your salt and doesn't compete. I would rather coach a group of guys that have no idea where they're supposed to be on the floor and just competed as hard as humanly possible. I don't know what you do this for if you're not willing to compete. I don't know why you step on the floor. I don't know why you show up every day if you're not willing to compete. Whether you play 2 minutes, 40 minutes, 0 minutes, it's competition. Someone's going to be better than somebody else when that game is over. Someone's going to be better than somebody else when you run a sprint in practice. Someone's going to be better than somebody else when you run a drill in practice. Somebody wins and somebody loses in everything. And the problem is that we keep telling everyone that it's okay to lose. And we have guys that are more concerned about the minutes they play or the points they score than whether we win or lose. And I don't understand that. I wasn't raised that way. I was never taught to think that way. And I don't understand how that is now the norm versus the exception. And so that's why I said to him in the locker room, I don't know how to get you guys excited to play a basketball game. I don't know what it is. How can you not be excited? You get to do it 30 times a year. 335 days a year, you get to sit and do whatever you want to do. 30 times a year, you get to play a basketball game. During the course of your career, you might get 120, maybe 125 if you're lucky. I think 127 is like our record, right? Or maybe 137, something like that. Like, that's it in your life. In your life. A lot of the guys that play here for 4 years or whatever, like, some of them get to play overseas and get to play longer. This might be the last time you're ever on a team. That you're ever part of a team, that you're ever in a competitive environment where you can go out and you can fight and compete and sweat and I don't know how to, I'll never understand it. I don't know how to explain it.